Hey there, garden lovers. Welcome back to Time for Gardening. Is your backyard feeling a little exposed? Or maybe you're just tired of looking at that same old drab property line? Well, you're in luck, because today we are talking about the bones of your outdoor sanctuary. Your fence shouldn't just be a boundary. It should be the stunning frame for your garden masterpiece. In this video, I'm sharing 20 unique, budget-friendly, and totally DIY-able small garden fence ideas that will give you those dreamy cottage vibes without breaking the bank. From clever upcycling hacks to modern geometric designs, we've got something for every style. You'll definitely want to stick around until the very end, because our top pick is a total game changer that makes even the tiniest yard feel like a secret estate. Let's get growing. Wooden pallets are the unsung heroes of the budget garden, offering a rugged structural foundation that costs next to nothing. By sanding them down and securing them upright, you create a sturdy boundary that feels intentionally rustic rather than reclaimed. It's the perfect weekend project for those who want to define their space while keeping sustainability at the forefront of their design. Transitioning from structure to life, these pallets truly shine when you utilize the natural pockets between the slats as built-in planter boxes. Instead of a flat, boring wall, you gain a vertical garden where cascading rosemary and fragrant thyme can spill over the edges. This transformation turns a simple property line into a functional, edible tapestry that breathes life into even the smallest backyard. There is something deeply nostalgic about the weathered texture of old window shutters, making them a premier choice for a shabby chic privacy screen. By hinging together mismatched shutters found at local flea markets or salvage yards, you create a modular fence that tells a story of the past. The peeling pastel paint and varied heights add an instant layer of character that new materials simply cannot replicate. This eclectic charm does more than just look pretty. It provides a clever balance between seclusion and airflow. Unlike a solid wall, the angled louvers of the shutters allow summer breezes to filter through while shielding your patio from curious eyes. When paired with a few climbing roses, this screen becomes a dreamy, romantic backdrop that makes your garden feel like a hidden sanctuary. For a look that screams modern American farmhouse, the combination of galvanized cattle panels and warm cedar frames is hard to beat. This design is incredibly popular because it offers a clean, professional finish without the high price tag of traditional wrought iron. The transparency of the wire mesh ensures your garden feels open and airy, preventing a small space from feeling boxed in. While the frame provides the architectural strength, the mesh serves as the ultimate playground for your climbing plants. As the seasons progress, your cattle panels will disappear behind a lush curtain of pink roses or sweet peas, effectively creating a living wall of color. It is a brilliant way to maximize your vertical square footage while maintaining a tidy, structured aesthetic. Wattle fencing is a timeless technique that brings the enchanting feel of the English countryside directly to your doorstep. By weaving flexible branches like willow or hazel between upright stakes, you create a boundary that is entirely organic and biodegradable. It's a meditative DIY process that connects you to the earth, resulting in a fence that looks like it grew right out of the garden soil. Beyond its historical beauty, wattle fencing is exceptionally practical for managing wind and dappled sunlight. The tight weave provides a soft windbreak that protects delicate seedlings without creating the turbulent air pockets that solid fences often do. It's a wonderful choice for those who want their garden to feel like a natural extension of the surrounding landscape. An antique door set into a fence line acts as a literal portal to another world, instantly elevating the secret garden vibes of your property. Using a salvage door, perhaps with a bit of chipped paint or an old brass handle, creates a focal point that draws the eye and sparks the imagination. It's a bold design choice that suggests there is something magical waiting on the other side. To truly integrate this feature, allow nature to claim the door by planting vigorous climbers like ivy or clematis around the frame. As the greenery softens the hard edges of the wood, the door begins to look like a permanent fixture of a long-forgotten estate. This approach turns a simple entrance into an experiential journey for anyone lucky enough to visit your garden. If you're looking to blend cottage warmth with a contemporary edge, the horizontal slat fence is your best friend. By mounting thin cedar or pine boards horizontally with small gaps between them, you emphasize the width of your garden, making a narrow lot feel significantly more spacious. The clean linear lines provide a sophisticated contrast to the wild organic shapes of your flower beds. This modern layout also plays beautifully with the shifting light of the day, casting long, elegant shadows across your lawn as the sun sets. Because the gaps allow glimpses of the greenery behind the fence, it creates a sense of depth and mystery. It's a high-end look that can be achieved on a DIY budget using common lumber, provided you have a level and a little patience. traditional lattice fence is a classic for a reason, but giving it a geometric update can make it feel fresh and intentional. By opting for a square grid or a dark stained diamond pattern, you provide a sophisticated skeleton for your garden's perimeter. It's an affordable way to gain height and privacy without the heavy visual weight of a solid wooden wall. The true magic happens when you introduce a fragrant climber like star jasmine to the equation. As the vines weave through the lattice, they create a dense, evergreen screen that explodes with tiny white blossoms in the spring. This pairing ensures your fence isn't just a boundary, but a source of intoxicating perfume that defines the atmosphere of your outdoor living room. Incorporating old window frames into a wire or wooden fence is a brilliant way to play with perspective and frame your garden's best views. These salvaged pieces act like outdoor art, breaking up the monotony of a long fence line with a touch of architectural interest. Whether left empty or fitted with chicken wire, they invite the eye to linger on specific clusters of flowers or distant trees. This design strategy works particularly well in small spaces where you want to create the illusion of rooms. By hanging frames at eye level, you create a visual bridge between different areas of the yard, making the entire space feel more interconnected and curated. It's a low-cost, high-impact DIY that proves you don't need expensive materials to create a whimsical atmosphere. For the gardener who appreciates a bit of industrial flair, a copper pipe trellis fence offers a sleek and shimmering alternative to traditional wood. Copper is a fantastic material because it is easy to work with and naturally resists the elements, eventually developing a stunning turquoise patina that blends beautifully with green foliage. It provides a thin, elegant profile that feels both modern and timeless. As the sun hits the metallic surface, it adds a warm glow to your garden, acting as a functional piece of jewelry for your backyard. This type of fence is particularly effective for training lightweight vines like jasmine or even climbing vegetables. It's a choice that says you value craftsmanship and unique materials, setting your garden apart from the standard picket fence neighborhood. Injecting a sense of playfulness into the garden is easy with a DIY pencil picket fence. By simply tapering the tops of your fence boards to a point and painting them in a vibrant array of colors, you create a boundary that feels like it was plucked from a storybook. It's an ideal solution for enclosing a children's play area or a whimsical cutting garden, proving that functional boundaries can also be fun. The joy of this project lies in its customization. You can go for a full rainbow or stick to a sophisticated palette of blues and greens to match your cottage's trim. This fence becomes an instant conversation starter and a landmark in your neighborhood. It reminds us that gardening is, at its heart, an act of creativity and a celebration of color. A log slice mosaic wall is a masterclass in texture, using the cross-sections of fallen trees to create a rich, tactile surface. By stacking tree cookies of varying diameters within a sturdy wooden frame, you build a fence that feels solid, grounded, and deeply connected to the forest. It's an excellent way to repurpose firewood or debris from a fallen limb into a stunning architectural feature. This organic mosaic does more than just block the view. It provides a habitat for beneficial insects and tiny garden dwellers within its many nooks and crannies. As moss begins to grow in the shaded crevices between the logs, the wall takes on a living, breathing quality. It's the ultimate choice for a woodland cottage garden, where you want the boundaries to feel as natural as the trees themselves. When space is at a premium, your fence needs to work double duty, and a vertical succulent wall is the ultimate space-saving solution. By transforming the face of a pallet fence into a series of shallow planting troughs, you can create a tapestry of hens and chicks and creeping sedums. This living fence replaces boring wood with a kaleidoscope of fleshy leaves and geometric plant shapes. Succulents are the perfect candidates for this vertical lifestyle because they are incredibly hardy and require minimal water, making maintenance a breeze for the busy gardener. As the plants grow and multiply, they will eventually cover the wood entirely, resulting in a lush, green barrier that stays vibrant year-round. It's a modern, eco-friendly way to add wow factor to a small patio or balcony. If your garden dreams involve the sound of crashing waves and salty air, a rope and post fence is the perfect way to anchor that nautical vibe. By using thick manila or sisal rope draped loosely between weathered wooden posts, you create a boundary that feels relaxed and unpretentious. It's one of the most budget-friendly options available, requiring very little in the way of hardware or heavy labor. The beauty of this design is its transparent nature. It defines the edge of your property without obstructing the view of your beautiful flower borders. It's particularly effective in coastal regions or gardens with a lot of gravel and ornamental grasses. The rope adds a soft, tactile element that contrasts beautifully with the sharp lines of the wooden posts, embodying the easygoing spirit of summer. Bamboo roll-up screens are a DIYer's secret weapon for instantly hiding an ugly chain-link fence or a drab concrete wall. These screens are affordable, easy to install, and provide a warm tropical texture that makes a small garden feel like an exotic retreat. The vertical lines of the bamboo create a clean backdrop that makes the vibrant colors of your plants truly pop. To take this look from functional to magical, weave a few strands of warm LED fairy lights across the top or through the bamboo slats. As night falls, the soft glow reflects off the natural wood, creating an enchanting ambience perfect for evening garden parties. It's a simple upgrade that proves you don't need a massive budget to create a high-end, cozy atmosphere. A simple wooden fence can be transformed into a functional kitchen garden by adding a series of hanging mason jars. By using metal pipe clamps to secure the jars to the fence boards, you create a rhythmic vertical display that keeps your most used herbs within arm's reach. It's a brilliant way to utilize dead space and add a touch of farmhouse charm to your backyard. As the sun shines through the glass jars, it highlights the vibrant greens of your basil, mint, and cilantro, making the fence look like a living gallery. This setup is not only practical for cooking, but also allows you to easily swap out plants as the seasons change. It's a small-scale DIY project that delivers a massive amount of personality and utility to any gardening space. There is a timeless elegance to wrought iron that provides a structured anchor for the wilder, more chaotic elements of a cottage garden. A short, decorative iron fence serves as a sophisticated boundary that doesn't hide your hard work, but rather frames it like a piece of art. Its dark silhouette provides a perfect contrast to the soft pastels of a traditional flower bed. The real charm comes when you allow wildflowers like poppies, cosmos, and lavender to grow right up against and even through the iron bars. This mingling of hard metal and soft petals creates a contained wildness that is the hallmark of a great cottage garden. It's an effortless look that feels both historic and curated, perfect for defining a front yard or a path edge. Using mirrors in the garden is one of the oldest tricks in the book for making a small space feel twice its actual size. By mounting weatherproof mirrors inside old window frames and hanging them on your fence, you create windows that reflect the lush greenery back at you. It's a clever optical illusion that adds depth, light, and a sense of wonder to even the dimmest corner of the yard. When positioned correctly, these mirrors can reflect a beautiful sunset or a particularly colorful flower bed, effectively doubling the beauty of your garden. It's important to place them where they won't confuse birds, often slightly angled or partially obscured by plants. This simple addition turns a flat fence into a portal of light, making your outdoor area feel much more expansive and airy. For those who want their fence to be a standalone design feature, the chevron or herringbone pattern is an absolute showstopper. By cutting standard fence pickets at an angle and arranging them in a V shape, you create a sense of movement and energy that a vertical fence just can't match. It's a sophisticated, high-end look that can be achieved using basic pressure-treated lumber and a bit of geometry. This patterned approach turns your property line into a work of modern art, providing a stunning backdrop for minimalist plantings or architectural pots. The repeating angles catch the light differently throughout the day, adding visual interest even in the middle of winter when the garden is dormant. It's a project that requires a bit more planning, but the payoff in curb appeal is well worth the effort. Embracing the raw cottage aesthetic means finding beauty in the natural world. And a fence made of varied tree branches is as organic as it gets. By using branches of different heights and thicknesses, you create a primitive, fairy tale-like boundary that looks like it was built by a garden sprite. It's a 100% budget-friendly option, especially if you have access to a wooded area or recently pruned trees. To keep the look intentional rather than messy, try to line up the bottoms of the branches while letting the tops remain uneven and wild. This staked appearance provides a wonderful support for light climbing vines and looks particularly beautiful when backed by tall ornamental grasses. It's a fence that celebrates the imperfections of nature and adds a touch of rustic magic to your outdoor space. Sometimes the best fence is the one you can barely see, and a black wire invisible fence is the master of subtlety. By using a thin black-coated wire mesh paired with dark-stained wooden posts, the boundary virtually disappears into the shadows of your plants. This allows you to keep pets or children safe while maintaining an unobstructed view of the landscape beyond your property. Because the black wire doesn't reflect light like silver galvanized mesh does, your eye focuses on the flowers and foliage rather than the barrier itself. It's the perfect solution for small gardens where you want to feel connected to the rest of the neighborhood or a nearby park. It proves that you don't always need a heavy wall to create a secure and beautiful space. And there you have it, 20 ways to redefine your garden's boundaries. Whether you're weaving a rustic wattle fence or hanging vintage mirrors to trick the eye, remember that a great fence is the secret ingredient to a cozy, curated outdoor space. The best part? Most of these projects can be done in a single weekend with just a little bit of time and creativity. I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 20 ideas was your absolute favorite? Are you more of a rustic pallet person or a modern slat enthusiast? Let me know in the comments below. If this video gave you some inspiration for your next backyard project, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell so you never miss a moment here at Time for Gardening. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.